Was there anything positive about COVID? I'm looking at you, Fred. So tell me what good things happened.
We learned lots of new skills, like we learned how to do the LFTs.
Yeah.
Like we're still doing them, which is good. And we learned a lot more hygiene skills, like we learned etc. Like gave us a bit more independence.
Great, brilliant.
Like for example, like the good thing now is I'm able to do keyboard lessons. I still do it.
Right.
I wasn't able to do that when it was happening.
Yeah.
And I'm able to go out to activities like the growth team and get out and about.
Yeah.
Which I thoroughly enjoyed, and volunteering in front.
Was there anything else you did more of during lockdown when we weren't doing our normal stuff?
I would say more cleaning stuff. We all got together as a team and gave the house a thorough clean several times a day.
Fantastic. That's brilliant. What about you, Leon? Did you learn anything new, or what was good about it? What was nice about lockdown?
The best thing good about lockdown is I got to grow my beard back.
You got to grow your beard back. Excellent.
But no one liked it.
Oh, but still, no one could see it, could they?
No. Only Mel saw it.
Only Mel.
Mel took a picture of it.
Yeah.
And kept it on her phone for reference.
So you enjoyed growing your beard back during
lockdown?
I did, yes.
I enjoyed that. It took me 6 months.
Wow.
To grow thick and bushy.
Big, thick, bushy beard.
And my hair was all long.
Excellent.
And bushy and curly.
Yeah, we couldn't go to the hairdressers, could we?
No.
For ages.
It was all closed.
Yeah. Yeah.
As soon as I knew that we were back to normal,
yeah,
I went into work to say hello to them.
Yeah.
And the first thing my manager said to me was, get that thing off before you come back to work.
Excellent. And what about you, Mel? What was good about lockdown? What was good
I was making cakes and things during lockdown and do a bit of cooking, which was good.
Did you do banana bread?
No.
Yeah, loads of people did banana bread.
I just made some cakes and just a bit of cleaning and things.
Yeah.
And I was teaching them how to do the main dishes, teaching them new skills.
New recipes, yeah.
We did things together.
That's lovely. That's lovely. What about you? Was there anything good about lockdown? And
kind of. I mean, I managed to learn a lot of skills and just be more switched on.
And going for walks we enjoyed.
Yeah. It was really quiet as well outside, wasn't it? Within COVID, so obviously you had support staff around you to support you, etc. What things did the support staff do that was important to you?
Showed us how to clean the house properly and showed us a bit more about our money situations, etc. Helped us out a bit more. And they've showed us a bit more travel training. Since then, I've learnt a few more bits, like how to get from Calgary. I've learnt how to get to Calgary by train.
Fantastic.
And also...
and since then, I've got another volunteering job, which is good at Brooklands.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And also they've shown us how to do the testing and everything.
So you've learned how to do your own testing as well, haven't you?
Yeah, and also we learned how to use Zoom from those guys.
Yeah.
We did tons of Zooms with the growth team.
Fantastic.
They did it twice a week actually. They did activity sessions on a Thursday. If I remember, I think it was a Tuesday. They did like a catch-up type session to find out how we're doing it.
Yeah.
And we were able to share our hobbies to people. Like I showed
brilliant.
I showed them my model train set.
Yeah.
And somebody showed them model taxi they made over lockdown.
Yeah.
And talked about what they'd been up to during the week.
So did you learn a bit more about each other doing those Zoom sessions?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like it's always...
Because you couldn't see people face to face.
No.
We didn't have a laptop, we had to go to Mel's mum's.
Yeah.
And she set it up for us.
Yeah.
And it was nice because I got to see lots of people.
It was nice because you got to see lots of people.
Brilliant.
Same with we were doing fitness sessions and I was doing like a writing sort of section as well.
Okay.
Differences.
Can you imagine what would it have been like if you hadn't had Zoom or Teams or phones?
Hard.
Very awful.
Be awful.
Much harder, wouldn't
It'd
it?
be harder for us all.
We've learned a lot though, I think.
We have learned a lot. I've learned a lot.
Yeah, I've been able to do ACL still and still learn skills.
Yeah. And getting fit, being able to get fit online is fantastic.
And going out for walks is quite good now because you could just...
I think more people are going out for walks more now because they saw how special they
now
were.
It's get back to work as well.
Yeah.
And back to what you were doing before.
You appreciate it a bit more.
We are going bowling on the 20th with Halo.
Yeah.
We since since the whole COVID, we used to have this rubbish taxi company who never actually turned up. We don't even use them anymore. We use a much better taxi firm.
So you've learnt new things,
and all I've got to do is, if we ever need a taxi, for example, all I've got to do is I've got to ring up the manager of the company we use saying, can we have a taxi for this time, and they will actually book it there and then. Rather than us booking it, I don't usually ring him up nearer the time. He just says to me, when you're ready to be picked up, just give him a phone call. Well, because in advance you used to have to book it in advance with Apco and Galaxy, so I could just ring.
No, we don't have to do that.
Now we don't have to do that.
We know the driver.
We know the driver anyway, so
you've learnt that. And what about you guys? What did support staff do for you?
Well, they phoned us to see how we were getting on and how we were coping with COVID. And if we needed anything, just to give them a call. Anything that they did for you, Leon, particularly?
What staff did for me, make sure I had enough tablets and make sure I had enough quantities of my medication indoors.
So all your tablets. Do you normally do support staff go with you to get your medication?
No, we do it ourselves.
So, but they were doing it for you, were they? Okay.
Well, COVID was on.
And same game, we had to sign consent forms for them to show the chemists what they're doing.
Brilliant. Yeah. You found that helpful, did you?
Yes, very helpful.
That's good. And shopping as well.
Yeah, shopping. They had to give them. They had to do a shopping list and give them the shopping list what they had to get for us, and take the card and then bring it back and put it on the doorstep.
Okay, so they didn't come in the house, were they just on the doorstep?
They lived outside their front door.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't come in.
No.
Just in case they had it.
Sign their forms.
And if they had it, they wouldn't be a.
Yeah.
And they would pass it on.
And like our staff could still obviously come in.
Yes. Yeah.
Wearing masks and everything.
Yeah. And how did you find people wearing masks, Fran? What was that like, having the support staff wearing masks?
It's all right. Some of them a little bit, because I didn't know them.
Yeah.
And they were a bit unsure who they were at first.
Going back to wearing masks, we still have to wear them in the growth team, in the buses, etc. To be on the safe side. And also, if we find buses quite busy on the public transport or trains quite packed or busy, we use them then.
Good. Because they still recommend them, don't they, in closed spaces?
It's optional, isn't it?
It is. Schools are out.
And I can understand when people are talking.
Yes.
For example, some of the transport we go on are quite busy, like the public transport buses.
Yeah.
I always get one in the morning on a Wednesday, etc. And it's always busy with school kids.
So you wear a mask?
Yes, and most of them don't even wear masks anyway, to be on the safe side.
Because people are still getting COVID, aren't they?
Yeah.
So we still get, we're still getting
Watch
people.
out.
Yeah, we've still got to be careful, haven't we?
Cautious.
So going back to when you were all in lockdown and when COVID was happening, did support staff explain what was going on? Did they help you understand what was going on? Because it was all over the news, wasn't it?
Yes.
They did. They talked us through it.
Yeah.
We watched it with them and they explained to us for what it was about.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when the guidance used to change.
Yes.
That was all a bit of a nuisance because when the guidance used to change, we didn't know what the guidance was. So we asked Kayla, who used to support us, whether she could actually send it on to us guys. So she sent it on.
Easy read documents, you mean?
Easy read documents.
Brilliant.
That's what we're doing in the new directors meetings, going through them.
Yeah. And explaining COVID, because it was scary, wasn't it?
It's very scary.
Yeah, and different people were saying different things, weren't they? Did you?
When we got we had the first COVID, and then we had the other variant, and it was just difficult to understand what it was.
And
Omicron, yeah. And it was changing a lot, wasn't it?
And that's the one my parents got Omicron.
Yeah.
You were getting confused with what's going on.
And in terms of the other things that support staff did to help, what other things did support staff do to help during COVID, do you think?
Not actually sure.
And like it was more
Yeah.
So it's more me.
You were helping.
Yeah. More me helping these
because
guys.
you'd moved, hadn't you, from 24-hour support
Yeah.
to
So it's more me helping these guys out.
Yeah.
So we get obviously less support now.
Gradually going out, so
Gradually going out slowly.
Yeah.
So for example, if these guys ever get it, it will be more me rather than obviously having staff coming in. It will be more.
Yeah, you're doing it between you as well, isn't it? Deciding between you what you're going to do. So what an experience, and we're still in it, so we're still being careful. But yeah, we've come through the other
But
side.
now we can get back to what we've been doing.
And
Absolutely.
we're still here.
Get back to reality.
And maybe have a Christmas together.
Hopefully this Christmas will be a better one. Needs up my brain.
Yeah. Thank you so much for today and for all the stuff you've done during the group as well. It's been really helpful to everybody. It's been interesting, hasn't it?
It's been
It has
great.
been interesting.
You've enjoyed it?
I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, I've
Good.
enjoyed it.